My name is Aussie Marcel, the most luscious locks on YouTube, and in today's video we're going to be looking at 3 men's fragrances that are both office safe and have decent performance. We're going to be starting from the cheapest and working our way up. First up, Intimately by David Beckham. There's not a lot of people that dislike the DNA of Intimately by David Beckham. And before I get into the men's one, I just want to say that the women's Intimately fragrance, Intimately, not Intimately Yours, is a little powdery and floral, and I do think a man can pull it off if they're wearing it with a lot of confidence. Florals, typically you associate with feminine and female fragrances, but I don't know, I'm a big fan of florals, and I think if you're wearing them, you can pull them off. Like, if you're wearing them with confidence, you can pull them off. So just keep that one in mind. Anyways, back to this one. This has a really warm, rich spiciness, and it's also got violet, which gives it a powderiness, and all in all, it's just a great men's fragrance. Don't overspray it if you're wearing it in the office. Try to stick to 2 to 3 sprays. At that sort of level, you're not going to be stinking out the place, and it's just soft and powdery enough to make it work in an office setting. Performance for a David Beckham fragrance is decent. It's not the best you'll ever own in terms of fragrances as a whole, but for David Beckham it is decent, like I said. All in all, it's great for compliments, and at Priceline and Chemist Warehouse you can get this for anywhere between $15 and $25. I feel like not enough people talk about the David Beckham fragrances just because they're on the cheaper side, and when it comes to like men's fashion and men's fragrances and anything like that, people like to flex. You know, they like to spend an absolutely ridiculous amount of money on things, but it's just not necessary. You can go somewhere and smell great for 15 bucks, so why not? Next up, we've got probably my personal favorite on the list, Hugo Boss Man Orange. Don't let the packaging fool you. The citrus and the orange notes aren't too strong. They're there in just a touch, but I would call this a majority vanilla fragrance. And here's the bottle. I like the design of this. It reminds me of like a door a little bit, but I don't know, kind of classy, kind of nice. I would say this is a classier packaging, but oh well. Anyway, notes. The most prominent notes in this one are vanilla and incense. And that's surprising because initially you don't think that this is gonna have any incense or smoke, but once you get past that slightly citrus opening and the vanilla dries down just a touch, you're left with incense and smoke. And this is a great fragrance if you want a fresher take on something like Zadig and Voltaire's This Is Him, or Mercedes-Benz Club Black. You know, that's also a vanilla and incense heavy fragrance, but this is definitely a fresher take on that. And for that reason, if you keep your sprays down, super appropriate for the office. Performance is fantastic for what it is. You kind of expect that when you've got notes of like smoke and vanilla. And yeah, all in all, you can get this for anywhere between $40 to $60. eBay, Priceline, Chemist Warehouse, Maya, doesn't really matter. This one is absolutely worth the money, and if you're after a vanilla fragrance that you can wear in the warmer weather, definitely check this one out. And the most expensive and the most office safe fragrance of the bunch today, Prada Luna Rosa. This fragrance is super heavy on the citrus and it's super heavy on the florals, particularly lavender. This is a very classy, classically masculine scent. I prefer carbon, but this fragrance, if you want to wear it and you don't want to, offend anybody, this is a great option because, it's Prada. It's a fantastic fragrance. It's not my most favorite fragrance in the world, and I do prefer Boss Man Orange much more than this one. But in saying that though, this is clearly the safest choice for an office or a classy setting. The lavender note in this one is very prominent, and it's one of the more lavender forward fragrances that I can think of. As it dries down, you do get a little wood and a touch of sweetness and musk, but all in all, this is just a heavy citrus lavender fragrance, and it's versatile as well. You could wear this any season, any occasion, and you'll be able to make it work because it's that classy of a fragrance. I got this bottle for like $70 from Chemist Warehouse. Usually it's like $119 or something, so I got a pretty good deal on it. I personally prefer carbon, but maybe you want something that's more office safe. They're both office safe really, but Luna Rosa is a great option. Performance is solid considering it's florals and citrus, and yeah, if you can get it at a good price, definitely check it out. Anyways, have you ever worn any of these fragrances before? If you have, let me know in the comments below. And until the next video, my name is Aussie Marcel, the most luscious locks on YouTube, and I'll catch you guys around.